sure I got the other one down. I'm sure I have. Let me just double check my calendar.
Have a seat.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
It's just you and me, baby. Say what? Oh, I did. That's where I just went.
Raffle ticket. Last call for raffle tickets. Get your raffle tickets.
Finish it off. I have breakfast. So the old time roller store, man. You have to take the good with the bad.
Just checking to see if Nancy Stockton is here and or Guy Blumenthal. You're both on the head table.
Farm with that in their request for proposals. We recommend 4 proposals to the membership, and in September, the club members vote on those 4 projects, and the 2 receiving the highest votes become the secondary beneficiaries for that particular partial, which is now the process for the 2025 partial. In addition, we are the liaisons to the Tucson Classic Club Committee for activities and needs, mentoring the ticket selling, monitoring, and volunteers. So we meet with the beneficiaries to help them gain better ideas of how they can recruit volunteers to help us, how they can sell more tickets, and how they can help us market the events so the overall event is even greater. And we follow up 1 year with the beneficiaries after they've received the money to have a report to the membership in terms of what they actually accomplished with our funding. So that's kind of a brief view of what the grants committee does.
Thank you, Jim. Now, I have been approached over the last year by several members that they have ideas of which charities that we should give our funds to, and now is the time for your part, right, to nominate those charities that you want us to donate our money to, so they can start going through the process with Jim's committee. Okay, there are several ways you can give to the foundation. One of those ways is through the Legacy Society. And if you guys can see, there's another Easter egg. I mean, it's pretty there you go, yeah. Some excitement from the crowd. I know this is the best topic ever. All right, and one of the ways that you can give is through the Legacy Society. And Joe DeChatelet is going to come up here and tell you all about it in about 3 minutes.
For my 3 minutes, well, the Legacy Society is something that I am extremely enthusiastic about. Sure. So I want to tell you a little bit more about it. These are the ways you can become a member. It is $10,000 gift. We make it pretty easy. You can write a check for $10,000 if you wish. You can donate stock worth $10,000. You can sign a pledge form and say, I'm going to give $10,000 over 10 years. Goodness. Or you can make it a part of your estate plan. And I highly recommend, if you do that you have it come out of your retirement plan or your IRA, because then there's no taxes paid on it, because it goes to a charity. Today is my privilege, real privilege, to announce. Usually we do a little ceremony when we have a new member, but our newest member, Cliff Bowman, and how fitting is that, because he's president of the foundation. So let's give Cliff a Cliff joins with, we have a total of 26 members who've agreed to have their names used. And I would like to ask everyone in the room who's a member to please stand and be recognized. Come on. Thanks to all of you. Well, our committee is myself, Tim Doggenbach, Charlotte Harris, Leo Litsky is brand new to the committee, and Daryl Stewart. You can talk to any of us about how to become a member, and I'm sure I didn't use 3 minutes.
Thank you, Joe. I hope I don't offend anybody out there, but I'm part of what I like to refer to as the Croker's crew, right? She doesn't get my pledge until afterwards.
Croker's. Got it.
Croker's crew. All right, so, all right, let's talk about one last little thing is the scholarship committee. The scholarship committee has dispersed in the neighborhood of $50,000 over the last year for scholarships. We have 11 scholarships at $4,000 apiece given to the University of Arizona. I don't know if we currently have 3 at Pima, but we tend to like to give 3 $800 scholarships to Pima a year. We have the Chapralis Scholarship, which comes out of our Hispanic Education Fund. And that one's very particular, but it's $6,000 a year. So since 2000, we've given out about $850,000 in scholarships. So that's a pretty good hefty fund. All right. And like this little slide says, right, it's all of us that help make the foundation work. Okay, through sweat, tears, and your charity, and I appreciate that. And I think that might be my last slide. All right, time for a few questions, and I may have to dial a friend or something if it's really hard. Phone a friend.
You know, we've all sat through a lot of these over the years, and I think you guys have done a great job. But will you share with the group about with Rotary International how the money goes away for 3 years and comes back?
Sure.
That, a little bit about
Okay,
that.
yep. All right. So that is the annual fund. So if you donate to Rotary International's annual fund, they take up all these monies from all the different clubs. They sit on it and get the interest off of that, and that's what they use to run Rotary International. And then after 3 years, they give the money back, half of that back to the district, and then the other half goes to fund the international projects that Rotary does. So Rotary is running off the interest from your donations to the annual fund. That's how that answer your question, Bruce? All right, perfect.
But it's not, it sounds a little tinny.
Any other questions?
It does sound tinny.
Ooh, again, I know this is pretty exciting. All right, and then we'll what? Mr. Ronstadt, go ahead.
What are the criteria to get one of those scholarships? Hello, past President Cliff. What are the criteria to win a scholarship?
I have it written out right here. Applicants are graduates of the Greater Pima County High Schools. Candidates have to be admitted to the University of Arizona or Pima College. Demonstrate financial need. Maintain a 3.0 GPA. And we rank order them. So when we get the applications, they are ranked ordered primarily based on academic qualifications and then also based on need. They kind of look at both.
I wish I would have decided to do that earlier.
Okay, I also have that written down.
Unplug it.
All right, the Hispanic student, be a domestic degree seeking graduate student, so it's got to be a graduate student in good academic standing, admitted to a doctoral master's program in anthropology, disability and psychoeducational studies, educational policy studies and practice, educational psychology, geography, history, Latin American studies, linguistics, Mexican American studies, sociology, or teacher learning and social cultural studies. Something like that. What's that? Yeah, actually we've given that one away frequently. Yeah, the anybody scholarships can, if you guys like straight A's in school, we don't care about your ethnicity, race, culture, religion, or anything. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Now that's only a $6,000 scholarship. Like I said, we give out $50,000 with the other scholarships, and that was money that was given to the foundation specifically for that scholarship. Yep. Yes, Jim.
Maybe you just want to comment, was it participation from our scholarship?
Yes. Cool. Yep. They are required to participate in 2 Rotary sponsored events a year, right? So that's what selling car show tickets or going to a home hospitality, that would count, and then also attend 2 of our regular meetings, as well as I think 2 Rotaract meetings. So there's like 6 things that they have to do, all of them fairly easy, and they participate usually at a much greater rate than that. Well, some of them anyway do. Thank you, Jim. Yep. John?
Just a point of clarification, I think the Chaparral's scholarship is for graduate studies.
Yes.
Not undergraduate.
That is correct. That is past Rotary Club of Tucson Foundation President John Long.
Could you repeat his question?
He asked if it was, the Chaparrales was it's specifically graduate work, not undergrad. Any other questions? Woo, that was more than I thought I would get. Thank you, Margaret.
It's nice to know how much good we do in the world, and you're bound to, you expect comments from me, asides. So I noticed that there was a reference to we change the world. You know that we, as a club, have offered support. We are supporting the Senegalese project in West Africa, the Forgotten Children. But you also heard a mention about site visits. I'm going to nominate Senegal, and I'm going to go for a site visit. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That makes sense to me.
All right, nobody laughed at that. Don't understand why.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. For those of you that don't know, we actually put a book in the Make Way for Books library, which is spearheaded by our very own David Lovett. He's the president. And we are supporting children's literature in Tucson. And thank you to all of you. I delivered about, 500-ish books to Make Way for Books the other day. It weighed the car down terribly, but it was fabulous. And yes, please keep bringing books for us. This one is called Be the Quill, and it's going to be signed by Cliff, and then go to the library. I'm going to take 30 seconds to mention literacy. I'm one of these reading mentors, these reading coaches, and I wondered how my work is actually going. John, you will be delighted to hear this. My little student Mosi yesterday, for the first time ever, showed animation. But more than that, I said to her, I give her books, I sign them to her. She takes home books about corduroy and about Paddington. And I said, do you read these books? Because your reading is really coming on. And she said, every night I read them with my 12-year-old sister. She makes sure that I pronounce the words properly. But I, this 8-year-old, I tell her how to pronounce corduroy and Paddington. Serious, absolute yesterday. John, you're doing a great job getting us all involved in this. Thank you very, very much. However, now to more serious stuff. Birthdays. We got 2 happy birthdays. We have Wally Johnson, his birthday is April the 23rd. November the 10th, 2022, he joined us. He's retired. He was in construction from the University of Northern Colorado. And what you don't know about him is that when he was 16, that's important, he was in the top 3 in tennis and downhill skiing in Colorado for the under 16s. I don't understand this. Well, it comes
The dessert is not worth $100.
Thank you all. I just want to say, number one, to George Larson, thanks for bringing me into the fold. And Jim Murphy, thanks for taking me under your wing. It's made my heart feel good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Wally. And he spearheads the OPCS, Old Pueblo Community Services projects. And next, Jo, we just heard from Jo. Her birthday is May the 23rd. She's been with us since 2012, but she was previously with us from 2003 to 2009. A CPA, she's retired. She studied at Cleveland State U. And what you don't know about her is that Jo added a new member to her family on February the 10th.
Thanks, Margaret. When you've been in the club as long as I have, and you're an open book, everybody pretty much knows everything there is to know about you. So I really scrambled to think of something, and then I remembered my precious little dog that I adopted on February 10th. His name is Teddy, and he was a rescue dog, and he's 2 years old, was found in the street, covered in mud and dirt and parasites, and he's a delight. But I especially want to take a moment to thank Alan Schroe for Camp Bow Wow, and anybody in the group thinking about sponsoring a luncheon, I would have never known about Camp Bow Wow unless he sponsored it. And Teddy's got a lot more energy than I do. After all, he's only 2. So when I take him to Camp Bow Wow, it's like I got a free day, and he can't wait to get there.
There you go.
He races. He doesn't even think
That's
about
a plug.
how he just goes.
That's a plug, man.
Anyway, that's about the time I'm allowed. I have a check for the scholarship endowment, and I have a check for the Rotary Foundation annual fund. And lastly, I'll say I'm grateful just to be here after some rather shattering health problems the end of November, but I'm still here. Can't get me down that easy. Thank you.
Well, I didn't know about the health problems, Joe, but I'm thrilled that you're still here with us. Thank you so much. And now we have a new member to be introduced. Nancy, would you like to take the microphone?
Right, our new member is Guy Blumenthal. I met Guy at Golf Fellowship, so I want to put in a good word for all the fellowships that everybody participates in. Guy came to Golf Fellowship via Rick Rose. So I just, I don't know, we just kind of hit it off, golfing, which is amazing. So Guy owned a jewelry store in San Diego for 45 years, and I'm just going to let him fill in a few details. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me in. It's a great organization. I know of it for many years in San Diego. I worked with the Boys and Girls Club for over 10 years on their board, and worked on the founding of Boys to Men Mentoring Network that is in Tucson along with worldwide. So keep up the good work. I will, and thanks very much. It's nice to be moving over here to Tucson. We love it. My wife and I enjoy it very, very much. The friendliness and the sunshine and the warmth and no cloudy days that San Diego are so famous for. But thank you, and I'll work hard to help everything that's you're working on. Thanks very much.
And now we have our 2 best family members back here again at the microphone. It's a Paul Harris presentation.
Paul Harris founded Rotary with 3 business associates in Chicago in 1905. The Paul Harris Fellowship was established 67 years ago to express appreciation for his shaping programs of the Rotary Foundation that have saved and invigorated the lives of people around the world. It is my honor today to have us recognize our newest Paul Harris Fellows. John Duvall is receiving his Paul Harris Fellow +3, and he is wearing his new pin. John was born in Pasadena, grew up in the LA area, and earned both his BS in Biological Sciences and his Master's in Business Administration from the University of California, Irvine. A career academic medical center administrator, John held executive leadership roles at the University of Colorado Health Sciences Center, the University of California Irvine Medical Center. He served as the COO of the University of Arizona Medical Center and the CEO at Virginia Commonwealth University Hospitals and Clinics in Richmond. A senior scholar in residence for the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education, John has been active in serving his industry and his community wherever he lived, including professional boards such as with the VA and community boards such as La Frontera and the Boys and Girls Clubs. In 2021, John came back to the Rotary Club of Tucson, having been a member for 7 years from 1996 to 2003 when he left Tucson for hospital leadership out of state. John supports Rotary International because they tackle difficult problems through building collaboration and common purpose among a community of nations. And when John won our club's raffle a few months ago, he completed Paul Harris Fellows for his 3 grandchildren, who you will now meet. First meet Sylvan McNabe, age 2. He is a curious, humorous, and loving child. His favorite activities include playing with bubbles, exploring the out of doors, and reading dinosaur books snuggled up with his family. Next, meet Charlotte Duval, age 5, pictured here wearing the fashionable glasses, who is a deeply caring, thoughtful girl who loves dressing up in costumes with both her parents and sister. She is an aspiring artist and loves coloring with her dad. And now meet Sierra Duval, age 3, pictured with her sister. Sierra is a loving, joyful, and exuberant busybody who loves going to the hot springs, is a fearless rock climber, swimmer, and loves being with her parents and sister. So please join me in congratulating John, Sylvan, Charlotte, and Sierra on their Paul Harris Fellows. Thanks very much, and thanks also for those delightful photos. And now it's our Sergeant at Arms, Dan Carr, again.
Thank you very much. The small pot this week is $70. So if I pull your ticket, or somebody pulls your ticket, you win $70. And then we draw off the deck, and if we draw off the deck and you get the king of clubs, you win the big pot, which is about $760. Make sense? Clear as mud. All right, Joe. All right, here we go. 447. Woo! 501. Who got it? 447-501.
Jim Wood. Jim Wood. No?
No? Hey, it's the first time, no? All right, Joe, grab it then.
Nobody has 501?
Somebody left.
We're going to go with 447-608.
No! I didn't win, sorry. Yay!
First time, all right. So, Wally, did you pick the card?
I can't tell it's coming. It has to, because the 501.
No winner today on Big Pot.
Not even, Michael, a dessert to raffle off. But since we're thinking about cards right now, one of you gave me a joke to tell.
Oh.
All right. Why couldn't the Pirates play poker?
You're laughing already. It doesn't work.
Because the captain was standing on the deck. That's what I did too. But you know,
That was me.
That was you? Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
We now have announcements. Good on you. Corey Pearson. Let's welcome Corey. She's checking us out to see if she should join us. Wonderful. Thank you very, very much for being the right-hand person for bringing it. I have to remind you yet again that on the table the events and projects are on, they're written down. They're also on the slides and also on the websites and in the bulletins. I'm going to remind you that there is no meeting next week. Don't go banging on the doors. We're not here to open them for you. Also, the Rotary office is going to be closed from
The second one was okay.
5/2, which I think I need to make a second,
Next
through
slide.
tomorrow through May the 8th. I have to think about these dates because that's back to front for me. Please do not email or call the Rotary office during this time. And Dorina has no internet or cell reception. And I have banned her from picking up the phone or answering anything during this time. She needs time off. And if she does pick something up, I'll bash her phone when she gets there. Next one is we have, now I'm only announcing this because it's new. Hereafter it will be on the tables. We have a new fellowship and Alan Rogers is going to briefly talk about it. He has a microphone.
doesn't he look stylish?
President Marcus, thank you so much for allowing me to do this. Lee Olitsky and I are forming a cycling fellowship, so we're inviting you all to come ride with us. First, a trivia question pertinent to Cliff Bowman's talk today. What is the #1 fundraiser in all of Rotary International? And that's not just Tucson, not just Arizona, not the United States. It's the Ride to End Polio, by far the biggest fundraising thing in all of Rotary International in the world. Thank you very much. Cycling Fellowship, please come join us June 1st at St. Philip's Plaza, River and Campbell, 8 in the morning on the south side. Come and ride the loop. You can ride short or long, fast, slow, in a group, by yourself. You can do a loop or you can do an out and back. It's up to you, but we just all start together. Be sure and wear your Rotary colors for this. Jonathan Wonka, please stand. Here's the Rotary colors. All right, that's it, June 1st. My other announcement, very quickly, I'm sorry. May 29th is the next Rotary Mixer, so there'll be no meeting that week. It will be at the Eddy. Who knows where the Eddy is? Very good. Nobody else does, but it's the new hotel on Campbell, just immediately north of River Road. And you will get further announcements as we go along. Thank you very much.
Somebody wants to say something.
I'll pay a $20 bill. I can just please say something about Rotary Youth Exchange, because I brought some flyers 2 weeks ago. I thought I sent this out to everyone, but I've heard that people did not get it, and we have exactly 1 short month to come up with at least the first host family and the host school for the boy from Kaoru, who's very much looking forward to coming. And I did talk to a few people a couple weeks ago, but if you didn't get information about it, we are looking for host families and a host school for Kaoru. Thank you.
Gee, thank you. You did a great job. And now I have Nina Tracer, who has multiple Happy Jacksons in one hit to talk to us about.
Hi there. I am really excited about something, and so I want to share my joy with you guys and offer you something to enjoy too. Not quite yet. It's a double Jackson. Because I had such joy, I was asked to do one of my I'm trying to retire failing. I was asked to do a documentary in Finland about what makes it the happiest country in the world. And it was fascinating. It was there in September 22. We went back and did the second one in September of 23. The first one, here's my excitement, was picked up by PBS. I am making my PBS debut nationally at age almost 78. I think that's pretty damn impressive. So, but we're it's going to be airing on AZPM on Channel 6 here in Tucson on February 12th, Mother's Day at 5 p.m. February?
May 12th.
Oh, May 12th, sorry. Mother's Day, May 12th, yes. But there's going to be a preview on May the 8th, next Wednesday, at 6 p.m. And let me give you just a hint of what it is. Finland. Study after study shows it to be the happiest country in the world. But why? Why are Finns so happy?
It's not based on altruism at all. It's based on people's self-interest.
Is it the excellence of their schools?
2 hours of music, 2 hours of sports, 2 hours of handicrafts.
Is it free healthcare? Is it their government?
We like to see ourselves as a highly developed, high-tech, oriented, open democracy.
Is it forests and green spaces within easy reach? That's why we're heading to Finland, to see what this happiness is all about.
It's also about us being able to have life outside work.
It is delicious. We'll take an intimate look at the Finnish way of life.
The nature makes us relax. It's a fairy tale looking forest. It's beautiful.
We'll experience the Finns' connection to nature and relaxation. We'll learn about their approaches to education.
We have a strategy now that all schools are good.
They need to get their free time to play, to run, to exercise their bodies and their minds.
We'll look at prisons. The average life sentence is 14.5 years. You want them to still have as close to a normal life as possible.
How can we expect them to act normally if we don't treat them normally?
We'll explore healthcare, housing, and other basic human services. We'll engage politicians.
So it's important to mix all kinds of people in the areas. And I think that's one of the success stories that Helsinki, as a city, we have.
We'll talk to business leaders.
Why do workers here get 5 weeks of vacation? It's because you are more productive when you get a chance to play.
Who is the most productive? The people who work the most, or the people who work the least and get the most done?
Are Finns truly the happiest people? If so, what can we learn from them? Join us on our journey to Finland to figure out why Finns really are so happy.
So I really am excited. What was interesting is when they would ask me the premise of why I was there, and I would tell them because you're the happiest country in the world, most of them said, huh? And then you start talking to them about their lives, about what they're doing, about their healthcare, their housing, immigrating, all of these things, and they'd say, no, I'm content. I guess contentment is happiness. So anyway, I have at the day table there and one with me, a sign-up sheet if you would like to join me for the Zoom, because there will be a Q&A with my director and me after the show is shown on next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Email me, send me your email, I'll send you the Zoom link, or sign up on the sheet out the door by Dorina. And give me your email and I will send you the Zoom link and maybe you can join us for this. So anyway, thank you for letting me share.
Well deserved as well, that applause. Although, Nina, I have to ask you, out of these 7 billion people or so on the planet, how did they choose you to do this fabulous show?
I don't know, I just got lucky.
Should we all get so lucky? Now, we have a minute or two. I want to ask all of you to perhaps go onto the District 5500 website, if you can manage that, and fill in a nomination form. We are going for awards for our club, and the categories are such things as creative fundraising, member engagement, global service project, member development, strategic action. And if you can nominate our club, it takes you literally 30 seconds to do. It's a very, very simple form. But I think that our club, being the biggest in the area, biggest in Arizona at the minimum, and one of the biggest in the world, I think we need to have a real presence. So please, if you can, go on and try and sign up. I've already nominated us for a couple of awards, but it doesn't mean to say that other people can't nominate. And I can tell you, those reading the nominations will get pretty bored when they see my name for every one of them. So please, help me out here. I want to thank all of you for being here and our virtual guests. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. I hope you're going to join. I'm not looking at anybody in particular, am I? Welcome to you all. Please make a donation to our UA, University of Arizona, and PIMA Community College Scholarship students. You heard about those earlier. There are blue mugs on the table. And since we have been making a push to mention these blue mugs, the amount of donation has increased exorbitantly. So please do that. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I mean, you are giving to our scholarships. Thank you very, very much. Happy birthday, Wally and Joe. Welcome to the club, Guy. Congratulations to John Duval's 3 grandchildren. Fabulous. Thank you very much. And they're Paul Harris. Now, I'm going to reiterate, no meeting next week. All right. Jody. Time for the toast and adjourn.
Let's stand up with our glasses. And today's toast is remembering one's life is to live twice. Remembering one's life is to live twice.
Here.
We are adjourned. Thank you all very, very much.
Okay. Way to go, Joe. Thank you.